1. Happiness is not a destination. It's a journey. Happiness is not tomorrow. It is now. Happiness is not a dependency. It is a decision. Happiness is what you are, not what you have. 2. Happiness is a state of mind, not a set of circumstances. 3. The greatest happiness you can have is knowing that you do not necessarily require happiness. 4. Happiness is a choice, not a result. Nothing will make you happy until you choose to be happy. 5. Happiness is not the absence of problems, it's the ability to deal with them. 6. Happiness is not a function of what we have, but of how we think. 7. Happiness is not about getting what you want all the time. It's about loving what you have and being grateful for it. 8. Happiness is not an event, it's a process. It's not something you acquire, it's something you create. 9. True happiness is not attained through self-gratification, but through fidelity to a worthy purpose. 10. Happiness is not a destination, it's a journey that never ends. 11. Happiness is not a thing to be pursued. It is a state of being to be lived. 12. The secret of happiness is not in doing what one likes, but in liking what one does. 13. Happiness is not a possession to be prized. It is a quality of thought, a state of mind. 14. The greatest happiness you can have is knowing that you do not necessarily require happiness. 15. Happiness is not about what you have or what you don't have. It's about how you live your life. 16. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. 17. Happiness is a byproduct of an effort to make someone else happy. 18. Happiness is not a goal, it's a byproduct of a life well lived. 19. Happiness is not a state to arrive at, but a manner of traveling. 20. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present. 21. Happiness is not a matter of intensity but of balance, order, rhythm, and harmony. 22. Happiness is not something external, it is within us. 23. Happiness is not found in things you possess, but in what you have the courage to let go. 24. Happiness is not a destination, it's a direction. 25. Happiness is not the absence of conflict, it's the ability to resolve it. 26. Happiness is not a feeling, it's a state of being. 27. Happiness is not something you acquire, it's something you create. 28. The key to happiness is not to find the perfect person, but to find the imperfect person and love them perfectly. 29. Happiness is not something you experience, it's something you remember. 30. Happiness is not something that happens to you, it's something you choose to be. 31. Happiness is not a destination, it's a journey that requires effort. 32. Happiness is not a destination, it's a way of life. 33. Happiness is not a destination that you can arrive at, it's a journey that you take every day. 34. Happiness is not about getting what you want, it's about wanting what you have. 35. Happiness is not about having everything, It's about finding meaning and purpose in what you do have. 36. Happiness is not a state of being, it's a way of living. 37. Happiness is not a place you can go to, it's a way of thinking that changes where you are. 38. Happiness is not a destination, it's a way of life that you create for yourself. 39. Happiness is not something you can buy, it's something you have to earn. 40. The secret of happiness is not in doing what one likes, but in liking what one does.